coming back on the Curse of Strahd Ravenloft campaign. Revisit to the second edition. My name is Kyle, I will be your DM tonight. And we're recording for the first time an American campaign for YouTube. We have our heroes here in Barovia. Starting out as Dalibor, represented by Jay, our ranger. Say hi there, mate.
Hello.
We also have Felipe, the fighter Dragonborn, a gladiator, represented by Felipe.
Hello.
We have our new player which just comes by onto the domain of the Dread, Romeo Gourmand, represented by Frempel.
How you doing?
And finally, our gear of the time, the hero in feathers, or Gil Trill, represented by Nanashi.
Hi. And
tonight, we will be giving a resume of what has been happening down on Barovia up until now. The adventurers arrived through Barovia through a few mists on the northern mountains to the region on Faerun, and finally arrived on Barovia all the way down to its village. They traversed on all the way to Vallaki with the two brothers, Irena and Kolyana. And finally, after arriving in Vallaki, a few things went down, and they uncovered that Strahd was around. Strahd, as the Lord of Barovia and the Shadow Lord of this realm, has been on a few quests of his own with his interests, and also being on eye to the group because Irena Kolyana is with them. After leaving Vallaki, they decided to go to the region of Argynvostholt over here and traversed on to understand what the legend of the Sun Sword meant. After meeting out Madaneva, the fortune teller of Barovia, they uncovered that the sword that could destroy Strahd would be on the south region. Finally, they reached out to the second floor of Argynvostholt, and as they traveled, they saw a few knights around the place, ghost knights. After finally beating out the ghosts onto the northern quarters up there, we finally resume our game session with the group. Feel free to talk on through adventures. It's your time to shine. Esmeralda the Vladmir, after the fight, grabs on towards her scout friend and asks what you guys want to do.
Dalibor's gonna dust off a little bit of the dust that he's got on his clothes from running around the room after the daunting scrap we just had with the ghosts, and look around and look to Trill and say, "You all right, little bird?"
Been better. Could use a nap.
All right, everyone all right?
Fine.
All right,
I'm good.
I think we've had enough tussling with ghosts for now. We should be a bit more careful around here.
Esmeralda agrees, making a short nod, and finally she says, "Why don't we rest around here? I believe we could take one moment while the scout here," and she makes a sort of small press against his foot, kicking him on the leg right after. Could try to see what's in the other room for us, and we could lay low for an hour or two if that helps you guys.
Sounds good to me.
Not a bad idea.
Hour to catch our breath.
What
Same.
was our situation with the stakes? I can't remember who had how many.
If I remember right, Felipe had the most for 2, and each one of you had 1.
Okay, yeah, that seems right. I think that's... Should I make some for the others? Was it like 1 an hour that she could make?
Yeah, 1 an hour, if I remember right.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if everyone would be down for being down for an hour or two, Trill can make a couple more and give them to the NPCs, and then hold on to to one more.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Yeah, the only thing is that we need to strike the vampires when they are sleeping with this only.
Yeah, the creature has to be unconscious to be instant destruction.
I
Yeah.
completely misunderstood that, so I guess it's not really practical to make more then. Okay.
Well,
For an
it's
actual fight,
useful.
it's not that practical.
Yeah, it's useful
Yeah.
if you get the guys like on an early morning and they are still sleeping on their coffins.
Okay.
The morning that never came in this place, right?
Yeah,
Like, it's always dark.
yeah, it's
Okay.
always dark.
Joel will make one more just in case.
Very well. You may roll your carpenter tools there so we can see how that goes.
I don't remember how to roll that.
If I remember right, that's 1d20 plus 2.
Okay.
Let's see.
22.
Good one.
I made an awesome steak.
You made an awesome steak. And
Best steak.
as you are going out on doing it while you guys are having a rest, you see that Esmeralda the Avenir approaches and comes out with what seems to be a silver point tip, gives out to you and say, if you do the steak for the vampires as boats and press out then as holy water on the points along with silver, it's more effective to destroy them. Also works in combat.
Thank you. Wait, she's saying like if you dip it in silver?
Yeah, if you dip into silver and throw out some holy water to the tip, it gives extra damage to them.
Good thought. Thank you.
So you guys are in the northern quarters, up on 27, if I remember right. That should be the knight's quarters, where you guys just fought the phantoms. Do you guys search the room or something like it as well?
Yeah.
Thought we did. No, maybe we did.
Alright,
No, we just
investigation
got
roll.
attacked.
13.
Yeah. 23.
Holy cow, she's on a roll. Alright. You go around your surroundings, going under the thick of the beds, and under the stall over here, you find a small potion which seems to have a purple liquid on it. You wave it a little bit, and it seems kind of magical.
It's just a liquid?
Yeah, seems to be a sort of potion with purple liquid on its insides.
Would that be
Medicine.
medicine? Okay.
Yep.
I'm pretty familiar with herbalism and medicine. I could help try to identify it.
Yeah,
Yes,
sure.
let's
Advantage then. Go for
Okay.
it.
11.
11.
That's with advantage.
Yeah.
Damn.
Ooh, not quite sure. I've never seen
Valimor
something like
just
this
look
before.
At it?
Well, we were both looking at it.
All right.
Yeah. Esmeralda approaches toward you guys and say, "May I?"
Yes.
By all means.
You see that she goes on with her hand to approach to the bottle. She take a small sip with the point of her tongue to the point, and that's a potion of invisibility there.
Whoa. Trill's super excited over this. She's gonna tuck it away safe in her cloak. This is mine.
This is mine.
This is mine.
All right.
Not sharing. Fight me.
You see that she smiles, and after seeing you grading it out, she says, "I can help you make some more if you would like in the future. I'm good with those."
Yes, please.
Very well. Where does our troopy go, adventurers?
I think we have to go back out this way.
Okay, one question first. Were we able to make a full short rest?
Yeah, you can roll as many dice as your heart desire for that short rest.
Well, we leveled up, and I don't know. I thought didn't we recover and rest?
Yeah, I don't went for because of the dice. I went because I get
Action surge.
Action surge.
Got you. Aw, womp womp.
Disregard that. Just testing. What does this button do?
What does
Just to
this
practice.
button do?
I'm gonna quickly ask Esmeralda if she could share with me her knowledge on the recipe for that potion.
Yeah, for sure. Um, you need a very special herb found on the Shadowlands called the Feywild herb. They are basically sort of special herbs grown on the region to the Feywild and on the Shadowlands. They are very good to do illusion related spells. And you also need to know the invisibility spell as well to bottle up the spell on it.
Ah,
Good to know.
all right, good to know. Thank you very much, ma'am. All right, where be to?
Very well. The scout went on traversing on, and he comes back to you guys after a moment and say, "Oi, Esmeralda! I saw a really big creature behind the door to the other room there. He saw much like this brutal one over here."
When when he says this brutal, I walk in his direction, like going with the hand to the.
He goes
to
behind
my
Esmeralda and no, not a bad way, not a bad way. Just saying.
All right.
Behind
Okay,
the door.
let's. I went to check it.
It was down the hallway?
Yeah, on the other room to the east side.
All right, let's be cautious, mind, and I'm gonna keep an arrow knocked just in
Keep
case.
your smile out with you, Trill.
Oh, shoot. I forgot that I have to. I go back and get my baby. Wait,
There is she.
no. Oh, there she is.
There is she.
One small detail. Is this a
I'm
window
sorry.
here?
Yeah, it's a window.
When I look outside, I see the zombies in the grass and the things
Yeah,
like
you
that?
do. You see
Okay.
the zombies on below. As you say you're sorry, you see the smile just flaps onto your lap and looks sad because you forgot her.
Aw, no. We'll hug her owl. She's gonna come up and then she'll press her ear up against the door and see what she hears.
Alrighty. On the other side, she hears some sort of grumbling out. It seems there's another sort of quarters to the side, and you hear out someone going through the stuff on the floor as well.
Okay, Trill's going to carefully nudge the door open,
Very well.
and then she'll sense the owl. The owl's not going to fly through, she'll just kind of like step in and look.
Alrighty. As you guys open up the door, now the mist is engulfed for scene there, and we see a black dragonborn wearing out a strong chainmail to his body, and seems to be holding out a shield and flail, a very well crafted one, by the way. And now, as the players see our new mates, Grumio Gourmand, I will adjust his vision in just a moment. Alrighty. Frimple, feel free to present our new friend there to the guys.
Okay. So did I hear the door open at all?
Yes, you do. You hear out the door open as you were searching through the room to see if you could find anything useful. And you see a very small owl peeking inside, which is very, well, unnatural in a sort of way, because why an owl would be on this castle, right?
Walking around on the floor.
Grumio sees this, and he looks around the room, and he begins to cast a spell, and I'm going to cast Divine Sense to see if this little owl is anything other than it looks. So how do I roll that now?
How do we roll
These
what
creatures-
again?
Divine Sense. I think I figured it out.
Divine sense. Yeah.
Do I
Alrighty.
sense anything coming off of this little owl?
No, you don't feel the presence of anything bad, aberration, monster, or anything divine coming from it.
I'll go into my pack and I'll pick out a little bit of ration for it, and I'll motion it to come to me. I'll take a neat, a motion for it with the piece of food.
Alrighty.
Trill will send Kara over. She'll kind of just cautiously, slowly creep her way across the floor, making little owl sounds as she goes. And she'll accept the treats. And Trill's gonna she'll pat Dorsalor and go, "Oh, it's another you."
Dorso was about to look at her and say, "So, and okay." Then I peek inside. Am I able to see that he's black, or is he wearing something over it? Like,
Yeah, it seems like he doesn't wear any helmet, and there's some opening to the neck there as well. So, yeah, you do see he's black.
would I immediately know his draconic ancestry, or
Yeah, for
Yes.
sure. As a Dragonborn of your own, you would know his parent, akin actually to Black Dragon.
Okay, so I step up and say in gosh, what's the name of the language?
Draconic.
Draconic.
Draconic. Gosh, I say in Draconic. Hi there, brother. Well, cousin.
He just kind of looks at all these people coming through the door, puts one hand on his flail, and takes a step back. And I say, hello. And he's just very cautious. He doesn't know. Yeah, and then he looks down at the little owl and is very cautious.
Another question: was the picture of Vladmir, whatever is the name of the guy there? Is his like the picture that is there in the stair? Is he black too?
No, he's a silver dragon. The picture of Virgin
Silver,
Gustall.
okay.
Yeah,
I keep forgetting that. Sorry.
it's fine.
Vargingostall. Gosh.
I get it wrong every time too.
Well, it's a German name, so it's a bit hard to pronounce. But
All the names and things in this campaign are German.
I thought they were Romanian.
yeah,
I
could be
don't
as
know.
well.
Yeah.
Argynvostholt. There we go.
Yeah, I guess Trill will kind of like creep forward to her owl. And she'll just kind of like put Kara back here and just kind of like wave at him, but she looks like she's ready to bolt at any second.
So Dorsalor start to step one step at a time with the hands in the air, and then start to saying, "Come on, easy, my friend, easy. We are between friends here. We are trying to solve the issue in this land. I hope that you also are in the sense to solve the issues around this place. So easy. We mean no harm."
Then he looks at him with his one good eye, and he gives Trill a toothy smile, and he gives Dorsalor a stern look, and he just says, "I'm here to destroy evil," and then goes back to playing with the owl, and he says, if our objectives align, then I mean you no harm, and we shall eventually get to the bottom of this.
That's interesting. How you end up in this castle?
He takes a deep breath, and he just says, it's all a bit foggy. He'll have to meditate on it, try to recall. But now we must be alert. There's ghosts afoot, if they have feet.
All right, all right.
As you guys are on talking about it, you begin to hear out what seems to be the wind howling on the room to the south. It blows out through the windows. Whoosh.
Could be interesting.
Dalabor's gonna put his arrow down and put his hands on his bow and lean on it and look at our new friend here and say, hello there. My name's Dalibor.
Trill trills.
True.
Here's our little bird friend, Trill. And this is our good friend, Dorsalor. If you're here to fight evil, you come to the right place.
He gives a grumbling smile, and he says, "Oh yeah, plenty of evil in here," and resumes playing with the owl.
I think we should investigate that sound. Grim, was that sound coming from the room that we had passed previously?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
on
we
the room to the south of
we
that
kind
one.
of just closed the door on that and pretended it didn't exist.
Well, not the same room. That's the one with the smoke, right? There's another room that you
Yeah.
guys didn't pass on through. Yeah, on this floor.
Okay. Trill's
Okay, should we
gonna.
investigate?
Yeah, Trill will pick up Kara. She's kind of excited that the newcomer is getting along with the owl. She's
You know,
gonna
gotta play with that.
carry her like a plushie and start walking towards that noise.
Alrighty.
Sorry, cousin, that I did not introduce myself before. What is your name?
Oh yeah, we didn't even do proper introductions, did we?
He says his name with like a question mark at the end, almost. Grumio Ormont, and then just continues walking.
I'm sorry, but I just immediately think of Hook.
Rufio.
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 Yeah, my friend.
Rufio.
My friend always
Rufio.
says that every time. I played him in an old campaign.
All right, Grumio. I see that you are a acid guy.
Is that a problem?
Oh no, I am a lightning guy.
Very well. And he gives you like the Arnold Schwarzenegger, like he extends his arm out for a handshake, and then, you know, when him and that guy from fucking not Rambo, what movie is that?
Sylvester
Creed?
Stallone.
Yeah, Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
And it's just
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Exactly.
There's the weed. There's the goofy weed coming out.
Is it this room here?
No, as you begin to approach onto this room, you remember that one was the one that had smoke by the
Oh.
fireplace on its inside. It's the room over here.
There's a room there?
Yeah, there's a room there.
Hmm.
I guess we gotta go around stuff. I see. Okay, the door's
I
this way.
disbelieve. Oh, okay. Sorry.
So wait, are these all NPCs? I'm guessing.
Yeah, we have an army.
Ah,
You
sweet.
guys have an army. Basically, as you guys are presenting yourselves, Irena, Mark, and the two others were talking on to each other. After you guys finished, they began to present themselves to you, Grumio. Mark came in first and said, "My name is Mark Kolyana. It's a pleasure to meet you. This is my sister Irena. We had been running down from Strahd since forever. And this one over here is Meralda the Avenir. She's Avistani, a common folk to this region. And the other there," and Esmeralda says, "Oh, the other one is not important. He's just a thief." The scout protests and say, "I am important. My name is Savid. It's nice to meet you,
Kind of
Grumio."
waved them off.
Oh
Give
my.
him a very like almost too nice of a smile of that a dragonborn had.
Alrighty.
I'll be watching you.
Troll's gonna run back to the new dragonborn and extend a little tiny bird hands to shake.
Oh, hello, my dear. No, just kidding.
Hi. And then she'll come and she'll listen to this door.
Grumio, by any chance those ghosts came close to you and looked at your face and said, Argynvostholt?
Oh my god, every time.
Troll will mimic it.
If that happened, they wouldn't be existing anymore.
Alright. No, actually, you.
Maybe I
There.
did. I'm not actually sure.
No, they didn't do that to you for some reason.
Hmm.
Did you guys try being polite?
Maybe
keep-
bronze is similar to silver. They are kind of confused.
They keep on traversing on around the corridor, and as Strahd approaches on her ear, you see there seems to be wind still howling on from one of the windows there.
Okay. The usual
Wind's
Trill
howling.
will crack the door open. She'll send Kara in.
Very good. You may open the door and move her about.
It's a place of power. Gotta be.
Get anything?
As Kira approaches on, she sees the following. The contents of this room were wrapped in cobwebs. Between curtained windows stand a black marble heart with a sculpted mantelpiece, above which hangs a framed portrait of a handsome man, well dressed, with a wry smile and a thick mane of thistle-down hair. Opposite to the fireplace is a large bed with a brooding mattress and wooden posts carved that resembles a dragon. Across from the double doors stand a tall wardrobe. Doors hangs open, revealing a dark and empty cavity. The only other piece of furniture that is overstuffed is a leather chair that faces the heart.
Is the wind sound coming from the fireplace then?
The wind sound itself seems to be coming from the window to the north.
Oh, okay. I always miss the windows. I guess Trill will kind of cautiously enter in here.
Is the window open?
The window seems to be open, correct.
I'm gonna have a look around the room.
Very well. Does anyone approach the window?
21.
It's sort of going in and out, clasping against, hitting against the stone walls there.
I won't get too close. No.
Yeah,
Well.
searching the room first.
I was about to investigate the bed, but I think
I have an idea. I'm gonna ready an arrow and I'm gonna loose it straight at the window.
Good call. Alright, make an attack. Your target number is 8. Good one. You hit down the window, the arrow flies on through and hits on the woods and close one side.
Hey, you closed the window.
A bit showy maybe, but
Very well.
I'd be too careful around here, mine.
You guys are going around searching for the room, right?
Yes.
Investigation check, 13 or higher.
21.
Holy
Me?
cow.
How do you roll under skill?
That's
Trill sees everything. She had a
that's
good nap.
how the girl rolls. All right.
I like to go to my hero sheet
Yeah.
and click on the skill there and you can roll it.
I'm too distracted by having one eye and there's a little owl.
Very
She's
well.
super cute.
Book hero background.
As you guys begin to wander around and traverse towards the room, you find out what things under the bed there around these parts. A small purse of coins holding out 75 silver pieces.
She tries to just like sneak it into her cloak.
A rogue being a rogue. Alright, sleight of hand against everyone basic perception. Highest one is 15, I believe.
Oh, oops. 18.
18. Alright, let me just check Esmeralda.
Would tease her.
18,
I
right?
have, I have one question.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Was that wind looking abnormal, like not a normal wind that
It
could
seems
come-
like the wind was very strong for the region, and there doesn't seem to be really a windy area on the outside. Maybe something from the upper room or the below room itself could be doing this. You are a
Okay.
bit uncertain.
So we'll get close to the wind and investigate it.
Very well. Do
Wait,
you
how-
have Arcana?
No, but what a
Holy
net 20
cow.
can help me with.
Alright, I will give you a discount for the net 20. As you approach on, you see that the wind seems to be sort of blowing out from the outside, from a very specific source. You see on the outside, close to the edge of the other wall, to the northern part, a dragon statue, and the dragon statue faces off to this window of this room. It seems like the gust of wind is coming from the statue mouth specifically.
Is the same statue that we saw outside and front?
Yeah, a smaller version of it, but the same statue. A dragon statue.
It's a small version of it. So you mentioned that I'm seeing the other room. So there is a gap between the window and the other room, or this window is connecting to the other room?
Yeah, this window seems to be hanging on to the outside. There is a space for you to try to do an athletics roll. Like grab to the statue there and go to the room you guys were that you originally met Romeo. The statue is between the two rooms. On the outside, on the wall.
Oh, okay.
Is this a closet or a window where I'm standing?
This one is a wardrobe.
Okay.
You see it's black, empty inside. There seems to be nothing there. Alrighty. Trio, did you add 75 SP there on your sheet?
Oh, I did not.
Add up. Dorslor,
No,
yes.
I call everyone and say, guys, something very weird has happened here. Like, it seems that statue is making some kind of like power wind come to this window. I will use some colloquial words because I don't know Arcana things.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
Alrighty. Let's see. Should be around here. So, you feel the presence. Gust of wind is evocation or conjuration. Let's see. If I remember right, it's conjuration. Evocation. Alright. You feel the presence of a minor aura of power coming from the evocation school out there. You can roll Arcana to understand better if you desire the spell itself.
Alright. I'll share that information with the group. Does any of you guys know anything about this type of spell, this type of magic?
Try my
Let
best.
me see.
Take a crack at it.
Roll a 13.
I'll try and figure it out myself. We'll see. I'm not very knowledgeable. Maybe I am.
Those zombies, they're dead.
Alrighty. As you see on the spell taking motion there on the outside, Dorslor. Sorry, not Dorslor, Dalibor. You see that the spell seems to be howling out from its mouth like a breath weapon. So you understand that seems to be a sort of security mechanism from the statue, from when people coming down closer to the statue itself. It felt your presence as you traversed onto the north room, and now it's shouting out its wind on the inside of this room there. Maybe it's faulty, you are uncertain.
Alright. Seems to be some sort of defense mechanism. It's like a statue, like a suit of armor sized statue, maybe?
Yeah, seems like it.
Alright.
And it's
It
on
doesn't-
the roof, right? Because it's outside the window, so it's like on the roof, outside, right?
Yeah, it's on the outside, on the wall outside.
Should we go to the roof?
You guys can. There are 2 more sets of stairs to the upper hallways.
Can we breath weapon the statue? Is it like a puzzle?
You don't think so.
Okay.
Don't seem to be very related as a sort of puzzle. Seems to be more like Delaware said, a sort of defense mechanism. That seems to be faulty.
I think we should go upstairs.
Alright. Searching, just waving my hand around the room. Do I sense any magic in this room?
Well, you feel the magic coming out from your comrades. You notice magic coming from Esmeralda weapons. And also
Alright.
you see the flail there from our Dragonborn friend has magic as well.
There's
Alright.
one thing that I want to do. Is this
Yeah.
a fireplace, right?
Yeah, this is a fireplace.
I will stick my head inside it and look up to see if there is an opening over there, and
Oh,
if this
alright.
is kind of connecting to another fireplace or something the other level.
Very
Good
well.
idea.
That's a good idea. Roll wisdom saving throw for me.
Save?
Yeah,
Okay.
wisdom saving throw.
Oh, what's
Mhm.
gonna happen?
What's gonna happen?
Oh shoot!
Alright,
Oh my
you
God.
see what seems to be sort of medium-sized spider sort of stuck into the fireplace. She screeches out to you, and like a sort of cat, moving out her small mouth over there, trying to scare you. She successfully does it. Feel free to fly for her life. She's very scary.
Ah!
What is it?
Troll sticks her head through the door. She's
I
like, what
jump-
the fuck?
I jump in the bed and throw all the blankets and things over me and go behind and
I'm gonna grab Dorsalor and give him a slap on his face and say, "Put it together, man! What did you see?"
it's a huge. You know those spiders like much bigger.
Ah! Ah! Alright, hey, why don't you let's get out of here.
Best person to share that information with. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, in case you missed it, Grumio, last game I fell into a giant spider trap.
Ah,
It was
okay.
great.
He already is scared of spiders as it is.
Spiders are terrifying.
We had
Alright.
a bad encounter.
I got about 9 more minutes before my spell wears off, so we should keep searching the house.
Alrighty. You guys moving on towards the set of stairs there in a fast pace, I believe, then, right?
Yeah.
Good call. Let me get you guys to the upper floor then. Not missing anyone, I believe. Copy. Should be on this set of stairs to the left over here. Where is my map?
Is missing the teeth.
The thief? Ah, the scout, right, sorry. I will get the scout there. Savis.
Yeah. Dorsalor is always looking into him, you know, even when he's scared.
There we go. I actually found a better better one for Savid. Let me just kill his vision here, and there we go. You guys seen a sort of curtain dividing on the continuation of the highway as you approach onto this region.
Right, Kara's gonna peek through it.
Very well. As Kara peeks through, you see there seems to be a lot of rumble to the floor, like many stones and wooden planks around. It seems like this place suffered great damage during the siege.
Be very careful.
Oh, you don't suppose anyone around us has a long stick, do we?
Actually, I think Trill does.
I have a javelin.
Javelin might work.
I have
Oh,
a
yeah,
10-foot
you do.
pole. I don't know how Trill carries a 10-foot pole, considering she's like 4.5 feet tall. But yeah, she's got a 10-foot pole,
I
so
think maybe it needs to be assembled, but
yeah, it's like telescoping or something like that.
useful bird.
Useful.
Ren, I just want to confirm. Am I still frightened?
Nope, you're not. It was just for the moment. You're good.
All right, Trill, why don't you test the ground ahead of us and make sure it's safe to step before we move along.
Yeah, Trill will
Sounds like a good
start
idea.
making her way down, poking the floor with the stick as she goes.
Very well. You begin to hit onto the ground. You hit on it a few times, and it seems pretty safe, pretty solid for you to traverse and through.
Okay, gonna come listen to this door.
Very well. Let me change the sound for us. Hold on a moment.
Oh boy, not battle music.
And keep me updated on what magic I detect from the rooms around.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, how long does divine sense last?
That's a good question.
It's single use on an area of 30 of 30 feet around you. You feel it for one time, and then you have to cast again up to your charisma modifier. Troll, as you go on by the door and you hear out the sound, you hear what seems to be a conversation. Sir Godfrey, what we are saying is that we have to make a plan to take on down Strahd. We can't be subdued like this anymore. If Vladmir won't act, we have to leave the castle and strike on through to Castle Havenloft.
Trill's going to gesture for Dalibor to listen because he'll be able to convey the conversation better than her.
Alright, I'll come to the door next to Trill and listen as well.
Very well. As you hear on through, you hear out what seems to be a very soft toned voice from what seems to be a male, a gentleman. My loyal knights, I hear what you say. We all want vengeance for what happened to our lord. The thing is, the curse prevents us from traveling on from this castle to the outside. We can't leave unless Vladmir allows us through the sword. There is no way we can go on through our own, leaving the castle.
I'll relay this information to the others. Seems there's some sort of discussion happening behind these doors. Of knights. They wish to defeat Strahd, but they're trapped in this castle, bound by some curse.
Oh, we can help them.
Bad ghost could be good.
Well, the last knights we tried to help tried to kill us. So, hopefully...
well, but they were not having a very, meaningful conversation, right?
That'd be true.
True.
This case, there is a conversation going on, apparently, for the way that you were saying, right?
Yeah, seems like it.
Right. Perhaps we should make our case and be careful about what we say.
What do you think? Do we knock the door, or we just open it?
Very well, as you guys are talking on through there, you hear out, "Who's to the other side of this door? Open it immediately, or I will have your head onto a spike."
Oh, I open.
You see, as you enter into this room, there seems to be 5 skeletons attached to each chair, and you see out a sort of glowing specter coming from each of them in the form of a knight.
I'm immediately going to bow deeply and say, "I apologize, my lords. We are here exploring this castle, searching for a method to defeat the Dark Lord. We overheard your conversation. Again, I apologize, my lords."
I mimic Dalibor bowing while he's doing, looking at him and trying to do as respectful as he's doing, you know?
Give a crust
Trill
on
will mimic what they're doing as well as perfectly mimicking everything Dalibor just said.
Very well. You see that the ghost leaves out his seat and begins to approach on towards all of you. You see that he sort of wears a black cloth along a very well-fit leather armor, wearing out a masterwork silver longsword of sorts to his waist. That's the only piece of cloth that you see that has actual physical sustain along his body.
Cool.
My name is Sir Godfrey Gwymlin. I am one of the 12 knights of Argynvostholt. Who are you and what do you seek in your lord's domain?
I am Dalibor, son of Denethor, Dalibor of Trio. I am a humble woodsman, but I have come here to the land of Barovia on a higher calling. These here are my companions. We have all come here to Barovia, or some of us are residents, under a singular purpose to lift the curse that plagues this land, so that the morning lord may bring the sun once more.
I couldn't have said better.
You hear him out saying now in a sort of scratchy voice, "The spirit of my lord is not happy. My friend, my deep friend, Vladmir Hondgard, wants his revenge against Strahd. Even so, the spirit of our lord won't let us leave this castle unless his light come onto the beacon up on the top floor. Unless light shines over Barovia again, the knights can't leave the castle. If you will help me, you will have my sword and Vladmir's along to your side on a fight down to Strahd."
Shrill nods enthusiastically.
Very well. You have our word. We will...
Some part inside of Dorsular is remember of a movie, you know.
That movie. Alrighty.
What's movie?
Alright. You see that Sir Godfrey approaches on to the Dragonborn there, the Paladin Dragonborn, and asks, "Wilt thou serve, noble Paladin?
What?
Wilt thou serve, noble Paladin?" Do you remember the god we talked through from Paul?
Fucking shit. No.
Story of my life.
Is that a god?
Was it the Raven Queen?
No, can be the Raven Queen, but the one we talked on through would be Helm, the ever watchful.
That short-term memory loss.
That's fine.
Can you type that out for me?
Sure. Realm, the ever watchful.
For what it's worth, Trill just calls all of them God guys. So,
God guys,
God guys.
best bird.
Yep.
I look at him and I say, I woke with two names in my head. My gods and Strahd. Helm the ever watchful. And then I just kind of like go 1,000-yard stare and go quiet.
When he says the word Strahd, Dorsular gives one step back just to see what happens.
The revenants.
Just watching.
The revenants draw out their blades and their eyes begin to glow red in fury. And Sir Godfrey raised his voice. "This is not a time to go in anger. Sheath your blades or you will have my fury." And the revenants sheathed down their blades.
Do I?
Dorsular breathe deeply.
Trill's like hiding behind Door's floor.
Am I technically a revenant
In a way.
since I'm reborn?
Yeah, in a way, for sure.
Do I vibe with these guys?
Not in the same essence, because the revenants are basically creatures that would not go to the other plane because vengeance or a hatred left behind.
Gotcha.
So they are creatures of vengeance on itself.
Huh?
They have a personal vendetta to do here, so they can pass to the other plane.
As a vengeance paladin. I know.
Yeah, in a way, could
Yeah.
go by. He approaches on towards Dorsalor and say, Will we recover the light of our Lord and light up the beacon?
We will humbly accept your request.
Yeah.
Where may we begin?
We sadly don't have exact location to how to light on the beacon. Still, if you reached out to the town of Krezek, our Lord once traversed there to talk to a creature called the Abbot. He's a human who once provided shelter to him the first time he arrived on this helm. I believe if the rest of his essence is in there, most likely you can regain what's needed to light the beacon there. I suggest as well that if you are going to talk to our friend on the bottom room, for you to be careful with your words. He's very temperamental and very strong.
I appreciate your wise words. We shall carry on our quest to the Abbot of Krezek and recover your lord. Bring him to the castle.
Could you show us where's the beacon so we know when we come back here?
Yes, I will accompany you to be sure, on the very least, that you won't die. Knights, stay on your ground. Protect our Lord's table, and I will be back soon. He crosses on through, and as he passes through you, Dalibor, roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh boy. Spooky ghost.
Spooky, scary.
You see that he passes his mass along you, traversing on between your body mass. Alright. As he passes on through you, you feel your spine go chilly there, and it grows out all the way between the palm of your feet. As you feel this cold sensation, and images show out to your head. You hear out the sound of screaming down to your head, and boulders being thrown around the castle. You hear out this man's voice and say, "Vladmir, we won't survive. Drive on through our knights to the south, but turn and save our lord." You see to face a very tall man, robust in an aspect. He seems to be bearing a great sword, and he's bloodied with his bird half cut on through the way, and a very sharp cut from the top of his head down to his eye. He says, I refuse to leave you, my friend and love. I won't go towards our Lord's way. He has our best knights with him. And due to this, you hear out the final sound of a dragon's last breath on top of the foreground, close to the beacon, as the dragon body shatters on the tower. And for the first time, you see Strahd in its full power, destroying a silver dragon.
So that was kind of like somebody else's memory that I just...
Yeah, you saw Sir Godfrey Gwymlin memories as it passed through your body.
Like PTSD by proxy.
Yeah.
Dang.
I'm just gonna stand there for a moment, staring into space, and then
Dursalor come back to him and slap him and say, "Get together, my friend! It's your time now!"
Oh, right. All right. I'm gonna keep following.
Trill will hand Kara to him and let him hold her for a few minutes.
I'll give a little neck scritch.
Happy owl sounds.
Happy owl sounds.
All right.
What is the name of the guy again? Grievold? No, wait.
Godfrey Gwymlin is the name of the guy to accompany you guys.
Still poking the floor as we go.
Alright.
While we are going, I'm trying to speak with him.
Frumpo, you getting there?
Yes.
The guys are moving south.
There you go.
I was reading up on helm.
As you traverse on, you see that a very bright light come out from the dragon throne onto his room. Let me give you a reading on the room itself.
Before you read,
Hmm.
while we were going there, I was inquiring something to
Yeah, go for
Godfrey.
it.
Can we have the silver sword that is in the statue in the second floor to help us in our quest?
I would not suggest you take it, but you can.
She'll
I
just
would
shakes her
not
head real
suggest.
hard. No, let's not.
Okay.
Sir Godfrey approaches on and say, Vladmir, first knights of our order, we have visitors that I would like you to give a moment to speak to. This is Dalibor, the ranger, Dorsalor, he didn't say his class, but
Fighter.
fighter. And Small Feather's friend, which I believe is from the Order of the Scarlet Sash. Please hear what they have to say. Respect to our Lord's will. He traces on back. Esmeralda holds out her hand against her hand axe and the rapier. The west wall of this 50-foot large, 30-foot wide audience hall has crumbled, leaving a gaping hole in a pile of rubble. Weapons and shields that once hung from the walls have fallen to the floor and succumbed to rust. A large wooden throne carved to resemble a dragon's, with unfolding wings, faces a 3-foot tall windows to the west. Slumping the throne is a gaunt armored figure with one gallant around the hilt of a great sword. The creature grips on the great sword and tightens. If you had come here to destroy me, note this. I perished defending this land over 4 centuries ago, and because of my failure, I am forever doomed. If you destroy this body, my spirit will find a new corpse to inhabit. I will hunt you down and destroy every one of you.
No, we did not came here to destroy you. Nope, that was not the idea.
Friends.
Our goal is to light and release you guys from the curse to fight the Dark Lord.
The curse cannot be lifted. That's only what Godfrey believes. I don't believe the essence of our Lord being onto the castle wants us to leave the balance.
Very well. I'm interested to hear your side. What is it you believe needs to be done?
If you have come to free this land from the creature that feasts on blood of the innocent, notice there is no monster that I hate more than Strahd von Zarevich. He slew my lord Argynvostholt and broke the life of the knight I loved. Destroyed the valiant order which I devoted my life for, but the Strahd already died once. Yet the dark powers of this realm won't allow him to die again. Instead, his suffering is in eternally finding someone capable of getting to his throne, from which he can never escape until then. Whatever can be done to bring him misery and arrest, I will do. But if I can have my way to somehow destroy him and get revenge on my lord, I will do it. You see that for the first time he leaves the throne, you see a 8-foot tall man holding out a great sword to his front. The great sword is very beautiful and emanates a very powerful aura from its insides. You are on 30 feet? No, you are not.
I'll approach gingerly until I'm within 30 feet.
Alright? You feel a very strong aura of transmutation coming down from his sword. The only physical part that seems to be holding out to his body.
So I say, while following together with Dalibor, I just say, we are not bound to this terrain or to this castle. So we can go around this land, and our quest is to try to help whatever way we can to destroy this terrible creature. So which quest would you give us that would help you to achieve that?
My lord once had a good friend on the town of Krezak. I believe his calling wasn't on one of an abbot. He seems to be a servant of Lathander, which holds out some sort of magical power, and even to shine out the sun for a few minutes' time. I believe that he knows the location to the sword of Lathander.
Do I recall? Do I recall anything of Lathander being a paladin? I think that would be relevant.
Not exactly a paladin, but Lathander itself, the Morning Lord, is a protector of the life domain, and also he's a creature against undead. So The Morning Lord itself holds out to be one of the most present deities around Barovia. From what you guys saw, you saw a church for him on the village of Barovia, and you also saw one dedicated to one of his clerics on the town of Valaki.
So what is the name of the place he mentioned again? Barris?
Krizak.
Krizak.
Yeah,
Okay.
town of Krizak. So, what do you intend to do, guys?
I look at him and say, I heard that such sword, is that the sun sword?
That is correct. The sword of Lathander is the one that bears on to the power of the sun.
I heard recently from I forgot what the woman is, a fortune teller or whatever.
Madaneva.
Yeah. So I heard from her in a very believable way because she also told that our friend would die that night and he died. That the sun sword would be to the south. That's why we came in the south and went up here. Would it be possible for this sword to be south of here?
It's possible. Very likely, I believe.
Can you offer us any assistance, or are you bound here?
I, as well as the remaining of the Knights of Disorder, am bound to this castle. Yet, Dragonborn, he looks on toward Dorsalor. What do you seek in this land?
At the moment, we seek to destroy the Dark Lord, and for that we seek any powerful tool that would allow us to do it. And at the moment, I think that the Sun Sword would be one of these power tools. So that's why we were exploring this place. We came to the south exploring this place. So apparently he's not here. So that's why I think it would be more to the south.
He gives you a look, take a sort of look towards your way, and say, do you believe yourself as capable to destroy Strahd?
Well, if we are not capable, we will die trying.
Very well. He looks on towards Grumio and say next, the old White Death once was one of the legends that my lord told on true to me. He had a mortal enemy which lies on to the north of Mount Baratok on these lands. I believe he's akin to you, Paladin.
What was the name?
The enemy of the old White Death.
The enemy of the old blood. Do I recall that?
If I remember right, his name was Black Doom.
Black Doom.
Very well.
Okay.
You see that he unsheathed his blade and throw out the sword in front of Dorsalor. The earth trembles around you. You guys, you can make dexterity saving throw there to not fall prone. Sorry, not dexterity, strength saving throw to not fall prone.
For everybody?
Only the three of them.
Strength. Oh,
Yeah.
Where is it? Strength saving throw.
Yeah, you can keep the same number
Ooh,
if you would like.
Juicy.
Right? Good one. Grumio, Dorsalor, and now Dalibor. Alright. Dalibor, as the sword craves onto the floor, you feel your legs begin to go frail there and you fall prone for a moment. The ghost chuckles and say, well, I know one who would not be able to lift my blade. Turn my blade from the floor, and it's yours, Dragonborn.
I step forward and grab it and try to lift it.
18 athletics check. If you have inspiration, is a good time to use it.
Yes, I will use it.
Go for it. Inspiration burns, and roll again.
Shoot.
Oh God, why?
Oh, jeez. Oh, man.
Because me, only when it's important and the things are not good.
You try on to hold out the blade and press with all your might, going on further and further up, and the blade won't budge or flinch towards your strength.
Next.
I might
I
have
I look at
measured
him
you
and
one
say-
now. Mm.
I look at him and say, I think 1 or 2 days exercising a little bit, I would get it.
Very well. Anyone else want to try?
I will slowly walk around the sword and turn my back to the ghost and pick it up.
Very well. Try for the 18 strength saving throw there. Not saving throw, athletics, my bad. Nat 20.
Nice.
The dice had said it. Alright.
Effortless.
You hold out the blade and it begins to crumble from the floor. As you hold the blade onto the sky, you feel a very strong hatred coming from the blade itself. My blade has spoken. If you will hold it then, I suggest that you have a very strong will when you face down Strahd. My blade thirsts for his blood. Godfrey, get then to the beacon, and then escorting out the castle. He goes on back to the throne and sits.
I look at the group, and I just look at the sword, and then did he come with the sheep? Oh, no, it's a great
Nope.
sword.
It's a great sword.
You just
I'm
hold
just
it,
gonna-
man.
Oh,
Just gonna heft it onto my shoulder and just continue on.
I won't say anything.
I
I
give Delavoy I give him a little snicker, a little friendly dragonborn.
Not one of his prouder moments.
No, this is the worst.
Oh man, first game and I'm getting cool swords already.
Yeah, right? Jeez.
I'm gonna pat Dorsalor on the back and just be like, "It's all right, friend. There's always a sun sword."
Yeah. I will. Yeah, I will make some exercise during the fall days just to be more strong for this thing.
Limber up. Gotta limber up.
I'll train
Alrighty.
you, little cousin.
This sun sword is a short sword, right? Or is a long sword?
Longsword. A +2 longsword that gives radiant damage. Alright. You guys will follow Godfrey wheeling to the top floor.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let me get the rooftop over here. He begins to move on to the south and closer on to the corridor over here. He opened his door and say, "Let's follow on down the stairs. There will be more to the last floor." Oh, holy cow, too many NPCs.
Select all. I'll be right back, guys.
You guys traverse on from this set of stairs over here, and you see that as you begin to approach, he presents you guys to the rooftop and points on to the other set of stairs onto the south over there and say, "The double-sided doors leads on to the beacon hall." You see a very large tower that seems to be holding statue, same as the one that you guys saw earlier on the ground floor. Let's see if I can find the description over here.
You mean in the roof here or already?
Yeah, on
after
the
that
rooftop. Ricky wooden landing in a set of staircase clinch to the walls of this tower. The stairs lead up to another landing 20 feet by. Floor on the chapel lies 60 feet below. It's a tower of 60 foot high up onto your right. It's very cozy and has a dragon statue, silver dragon statue on its top, holding out what seems to be a pyre. It's the one that you guys should lit.
Okay. I get to this door here. I look to everyone and wondering if they are coming.
Oh, I'm getting a little lag. 1 second.
Take your time. Refreshing.
Yep. I'm gonna walk next to Godfrey and ask him, what makes you so sure this is gonna work?
Strahd fears out the power of the sun. Our Lord's light was very similar to the sun itself. It was bright and colorful and brought warmth throughout Barovia.
Well, we'll see to it that it is lit as you requested, and I hope for your sake that it does what you hope it does, for all of our
believe it
sake.
will. As you begin to approach on, you see that the set of stairs go on upwards. You see a very small room there. Let me get a description again. A wooden stairs climb onto the tower's peak, which has a stone floor and a 30-foot high pitched roof. Ravens roost on crisscrossing rafters, coming and going through small rows in the roof. 10-foot high and 5-foot wide, arched windows are evenly spaced around the walls. Each window consists of a lead lattice woodwork, fitted with small panes of transparent glass. To the north and east lies a mist-shrouded valley with dark woods, a small town and lonely windmill on the precipice. To the end of the south, a river flows through in a foggy march. To the west, between the rocky hills, you glimpse an abbey perched on a snowy mountainside, beyond the long stretch of its fog-smothered pines. That's what you see from the top of the tower.
Who is the one that is able to detect things magic and understand them and whatever?
That would be me. I probably still have like maybe a couple minutes left on it.
Mm-hmm. There is no map to the beacon itself, guys, just so you know.
So the beacon itself emits no magical aura.
The beacon itself doesn't. As you feel well the presence of the area. If I remember right. Dorslor, you remember what the fortune teller told you about the sun sword location?
Yes, I type in the chat. I remember that I typed that because I knew I would forget. Just let me check it.
Not sure it's here or up onto the southern area.
Faceless god that once ruled Barovia. Up to the south.
Yeah, I remember.
Some sword to the south.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember where it is now. Alright, you don't feel the magic presence of anything up on the top floor.
Good to know. Perhaps the magic lies in Lord Argynvostholt's ashes itself.
I believe, since our Lord's body is not complete on his grave, what you seek is actually his skull, which currently Strahd possesses.
Oh, his full body is not complete in his grave.
No, it's not.
So what it was that we needed to retrieve to light the beacon?
Argynvostholt's skull.
Oh.
Cowl?
No, his skull, head.
His skull, like his head.
Oh,
Oh!
Yeah, I got it now too.
Okay.
Yeah, Godfrey says that the skull is on Strahd's possession.
I see. So, gosh, I forgot his name. Green? No, wait.
Godfrey Gwimlin.
Godfrey. Gosh. I have issues with names. Sorry, Lord Godfrey. Do you know anything about the faceless god that once ruled Barovia?
That must be Exatander, the Leech which once was the Shadow Lord of these lands. His temple lies on to the south, to the region of Mount Gaxis, on the Ember Temple. That's where his acolytes once reached. Even
Ember
so,
Temple. Yeah.
yes, even so, his body still lies there. If awakened, Barovia could not only have one, but two Dark Lords on its domain.
I remember that the fortune teller mentioned that, like, the sun sword would be found to the south, like where lies the faceless god or something like that that once ruled Barovia.
The faceless god is Exatander himself.
Or a statue of it. I'm not sure. There, I
Yeah,
think there was
the
something related to a
prophecy.
statue.
Yeah, the prophecy was um, by. I see a faceless god. He'll wait you in the end of a long, winding road deep into the mountains. That's what she said.
Faceless god in the end of a deep road close to the mountains.
Yes.
Lord Godfrey, does this resemble you any place in this land that you know?
That seems like Ember Temple on Mount
Okay.
Gaxis.
Hmm. What do you guys think? We have what are and sorry, Mr. Lord Godfrey. I know that you were trapping here for a long time, so maybe the things move a little bit around. But maybe the sun sword would be to the south. But would the Argynvostholt school be to the north, or they would be in the same
Castle
place?
Ravenloft is to the northeast, northwest of here. I believe you will find difficulties in entering Strahd domain without at least one of the Etans capable of destroying him.
Bad experiences with those things.
He looks onto Trio and asks, "Had your kin found its holy symbol yet? They lost it when they lost. I remember when I was alive. They said they lost it to Strahd on a fight.
Is he asking about, like, the raven kinds?
Yeah, he believes you are part of the Scarlet Sash for some reason.
Oh. Trill will take out her medallion thing and she'll say, searching for anything that helps.
Mm. So I believe not yet.
No.
Your kin has been searching the holy symbol of their kind for over 4 decades now. If they find it, I believe it will be of great value to take down Strahd. Also, I heard that he has a tome of his own, like a diary that holds out his secrets and the spells most powerful to creatures that would like to thrive on magic.
Finds diary. Find holy symbol. Got it.
So we have our work cut out for us.
Yeah.
Very well, adventurers. What do you intend to do now? You going down below?
Seems we should carry on.
Are we going to the temple?
I believe so.
I'm not sure we're quite ready for that.
Wait, were we looking for a girl this whole time, too?
Yep, Ariabel.
We haven't seen anything. Trill's going to take, like, the sketch that she had made and she'll hold it out to Godfrey and say, seen any like her?
No girl like this has passed on towards our domains. Even so, I don't look much onto the outside. The passage of time made me only feel sadder and sadder of seeing our great domain being surrounded by Strahd's servants.
It is sad.
Sir Gottfried,
Yes?
in my travels, I passed through the graveyard of this here castle, and I in the
Mausoleum?
mausoleum, I detected some powerful magic, but out of respect of the dead, did not disturb it. What might I have been sensing in there?
That is the remains of our Lord.
Ah,
Like I said, his spirit still drives on towards these walls, so his magic still exists. He was a very powerful man, and his spirit still brave on fighting against Strahd.
we saw a shadow of some sort skulking through the graveyard. Perhaps one of Strahd's servants or something else? I don't know. Do you have any idea what that might have been?
I believe not. I believe what you saw most likely was one of his faces. As it was said, when the dragon dreams, it dreams within its rightful tone. The light of Argynvostholt will beam and ring the land of the gloom. That's what he said after he died to us.
Very well. Before we leave, is there anything your knights might have that could help us in our quest?
I believe you took everything you can. We have no use for the treasures that hold out Chutas. We only won't allow for people to reach out to our Lord's tomb. Only, of course, to light the beacon. The skull has to be put on to rest along the rest of his remains on the mausoleum. If this is to be done, I will grant you passage to his tomb.
Very well. I'm quite curious how the horses are faring. Also, I'm really glad I did not go in that mausoleum and disturb his bones.
Yeah, me too. We
Uh,
went with our gut feelings.
That was right in the beginning of the campaign.
Yeah.
We would have a
been
TPK
wrecked.
before even starting the campaign.
ooh, what's these? Holy bones? These are mine.
Womp dead.
Well,
Alright, so,
you guys
shall
can
we,
still go, you know.
yeah, no. Shall we return to the entrance of the castle?
Are we checking this tower here before we go on? Have a tower in the south part, I think.
Up to you guys.
Is Godfrey sticking with us?
Is
I'm
Wu sticking
cool
with you
checking
guys?
out. Is Godfrey sticking with us?
He can help you guys out for sure, but he can't leave the castle.
Right. Okay. I'm comfortable looking around some more if he's around, because he'll know where everything is in the castle and where the baddies are, so...
Yeah, and he can also order the guys to just come attack us.
Chill the fuck out.
He says out to you guys, our warriors that lie on the corridors there won't do you harm unless you touch them first. Of that I can guarantee you. Do you seek anything else to the castle? I believe there's nothing else you can loot that would be valuable to you.
Silver swords are always useful. Perhaps we should go retrieve that.
Trill was uncertain about this shiny thing.
I would like to retrieve it. Mr. Godfrey mentioned, you mentioned that would not be wise. Is that right?
Yep.
Like, there is any other thing besides, like, your other soldiers that would attack us here? It's part of another curse or something?
If you touch down the blade, the Phantom Warriors will strike you down. Or try to.
Oh, I see. Yeah, because outside of here, there's a lot of vampires, zombie, werewolves, and a silver sword would be very useful. But I don't know. We don't want to strike the ghosts and try to survive to them, right, guys?
Dead, not very useful.
I mean, it's not too far from the stairs. Maybe we could just make a run for it. I don't know.
Well, we can grab and jump from the window, right? They cannot leave the castle, as far as I understand.
I wouldn't recommend jumping from the window.
Zombies
Well,
out there. Need to be careful.
Right into the
oh
ocean
yeah.
of zombies.
Well, we can try to make the run from it. Who is the fastest one among us?
I just want to understand one thing. You guys want the silver sword so bad that the guy is recommending you not to touch it. And you guys already received a +2 silver greatsword there.
And
You
even
know.
even
But-
the rogue is like, don't touch the shiny thing, and you still want to touch it.
Yeah, like
Alright,
you're being very
alright.
disrespectful to the guy. Just
All right, all right, all right, all right,
Alright,
all
alright.
right.
We'll take our leave.
When your
Start.
resident magpie is turning down the shiny thing.
But before we move on, I look to Lord Godfrey and say, "Do you guys use the chandelier down there?"
Oh, God.
We do.
Oh my
We
god. You
we
can't
reunite on the
take-
saloon to pay respects to our lord. Why?
God.
Oh, because I like it so much, it was interesting. But yeah, no problem.
Trill's
Interesting.
just like rubbing her face with her hands.
Oh, never mind. Thank you so much, Lord, for your help. We will do our quest and try to help you out as well to have your revenge.
Thank you, noble heroes. It's very much appreciated.
Thank you.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Thank you for the sword.
About the sword, I would take his consideration serious. If you find down Strahd, don't use the sword.
Don't use the sword.
The sword grasps on with vengeance from all of us. I don't believe you will want to run if you wield the sword.
No more logic brain.
Mm.
Only fight brain.
Fight bread.
Fight brain.
Well, hopefully we don't bump into Strahd in an inopportune time yet again.
Yeah, again, because
Yeah, let's not do that.
Do I have the sword in my inventory?
No, I will want that for you.
Alright.
Hate sword.
Hate.
Hate sword fight brain. That's your new battle nickname.
Hate sword fight brand. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Courtesy of Trill.
Courtesy
yeah,
of Trill.
Mr. Godfrey.
Godspeed, Godfried.
Godspeed.
To you guys as well.
Alright, we gotta sneak past these zombies once again.
Pull up
Yeah.
the guy.
Well, but before we leave,
Dang it.
like, did we decide when we are going? Like, where we are going?
Well, one, I borrowed a horse. I'm thinking maybe returning that.
Okay, and I think what is Elena? No, I forgot her name.
Ariadel?
Esmeralda?
Esmeralda. I
Oh.
knew it was with E. Like Esmeralda want to have a conversation with the guys in the town there. Is that right or not? Or am I crazy?
Yeah, we should reach out to my master's tower. He was the one that wanted to go to Kresik for, well, have something delivered to him.
Alright, where is her master's tower?
Van Richen Tower is to the northeast.
Ah, okay. Well, there's one thing we need to tie up. I need to return my horse, and someone needs to inform Van Richten himself that that his daughter is most likely left Barovia. Not sure how that's going to end up, but
Trill will like gesture at herself and say, "Not good with these words."
right.
All right, all right.
As you guys begin on to traverse to the outside, you see a flock of bats coming out from the north. A swarm of them in a sort of cloud.
Show offs.
That can't be good.
That can't be good for sure. I think. Oh gosh.
Does Trill see any of the raven kind around like the last time?
Nope.
Oof.
Okay, by the outside temperature, are we in the morning or are we
By the
like are
outside
we in the?
temperature, you are close to around midnight.
Oh,
Right forward.
Fuck.
who again?
Strahd von Zarevich shows up.
God damn it.
We just said that we didn't want to fucking see this guy. But you know what? We can go back in and like I think inside all those things can hit him.
I think so.
Very well.
Mm.
Do anyone
Shit.
turn on to the door?
I do.
Very well. An invisible force divides you from the door. A wall of force shows up. You're not running from me this time. Irena, come to me, my love. We are destined to be together. Irena shyly goes backwards behind her brother for the first time, showing fear from Strahd. Mark draws out his blade and move on forward bravely. Esmeralda gets on by his arm and say, "You're crazy. Run. We can't fight him."
Yeah, run.
Very well. What do you guys intend to do, adventurers?
Can I cast protection from?
Yeah, you can. For sure. You can cast anything you desire. He's not acting.
Wherever you casting, if there is any verbal or somatic thing, I just want to. Yeah, there's all things. When you start to casting, I think, I don't know, my friend. We just need to run.
Strahd slowly begins to approach on towards the stairs. Irena, my love, come to me. Come to me. We are destined to be together. I love you with all my heart. Esmeralda get Irena and jump on through the side of the stairs.
Alright, that's our cue. Run!
I'll follow suit.
Yep.
I
gonna-
jumped too.
What's this guy's name next to me? I don't know. I'm just gonna grab his arm
It's
and
Mark.
tug him towards me.
Very well.
Yeah.
So he flies on through, and you guys move on south. As you begin to move on south, you see that again you hear the laugh coming out from the clouds and say, You see as you run on through Dalibor, sort of door shows up in front of you, and he say, "Had you really thought you would run from me, Ranger?" And his hand go on towards your way and hit you on the belly.
Ah,
Let just me check one thing. If I remember right, that had a save. Nope, doesn't have a save. Alright, you see that his fingers plunge on through your belly, and as you run, he says towards your ear, "Give me the girl and you guys can run. You are only small rats on my domain."
I'm gonna attempt to spit blood in his eyes.
Alright, you do. You certainly do.
yeah.
You see that he passed down his tongue around his cheeks and say, "Male blood, always bitter," and he pushes you back. Very well. You guys still running or do you intend to fight?
Oh my god.
Do I take any damage from him shoving his hand
Yeah.
in my stomach?
Yeah, 18 damage.
Oh boy.
Well, we intend to run since the beginning, I think.
Very well. You guys can try to run through the road to the north over here
You gotta run through all these zombies.
towards the old Savage Road. The zombies doesn't seem to be moving since he arrived.
What the hell? Okay.
Maybe only at night.
They seem to be paralyzed in a way.
Alright, so we're running north then. Right? Up this way?
Yeah, most likely if you guys try to reach on through here to the old salvage road would be the best.
I'm gonna have to try to shove him back so I don't get
Or
an
disengage,
opportunity strike.
you can
Well,
disengage as well.
Probably is a good idea.
Pocket sand.
Pocket sand.
Pocket
Grab
sand,
it in my
alright.
pocket,
Alright.
Throw it into his face and then disengage and run.
This brings so much respect for you.
I love it.
Good one. Alright. Go for it.
Do I have to roll anything?
No, you don't. That was marvelous. Good one.
Okay.
Inspiration.
You throw out the sand at his eyes. You see that he closes in for a few minutes, flinching then out and say, "I will have your head, Ranger! I will have your head!" While he's blind
You
for a few
already
moments.
have Vargin's tall head. Don't bug us.
Play with that one.
Oh, Lord.
Go play with the head you've got.
Alright. For the second time, you guys move on through. And as soon as Strahd recovers his sight, fireball.
Ah, fuck.
Ah, damn it. I can't get rid of everyone, I believe. Oh, yeah, actually, I can. Ta-doo!
Shit.
That's a fireball.
That's a fireball for you. He creates flame on his hands, and fireball forms on your surroundings, blazing on through, scorching the earth, and it gets every one of you.
How do you get to your character sheet?
I
Dexterity
think
save?
I rolled like shit. Did I roll damage at all?
No, it only rolled the saves. Now it's rolling the damage.
Ah, yeah, here it is, 30. Dexterity saving throw, let's see who passed. Dalibor fails, Grumio fails, Savid succeeds, Dorsalor fails, Smark
I
succeeds.
passed on the first.
Did you?
Yeah, you rolled twice.
Yeah, I'm checking the first one.
Oh.
So, Irena fails, Esmeralda fails.
17 fails?
17 fails. Smark succeeds, and Trio fails.
Shoot.
Of course the coward succeeds, of course. Freaking Stavid.
How much was total? 30, you mentioned?
Yeah, 30.
How many of us are down?
I believe the Kenku,
Natural's down.
Dalibor, and that's it. As you see the flames begin to engulf you, you see that they doesn't hurt Irena at all. For some reason.
And not to trill and lay on hands.
Yeah, you can. Irena, come over here, give a tap to Dalibor's head, and just shove a potion down his throat and say, "Fucking wake up!"
He's 10 points.
Plus 2, so 5, Dalibor. You hear out Strahd say, "Run while you can, you rats. I will find you in my domains every time, and I will destroy you."
I don't like this guy.
He's kind of a dick.
He is.
Kinda. You're being very gentle there.
He's broken the golden rule of don't be a dick.
Don't shoot the fireball.
Don't shoot the fireball.
Seriously.
That's being me. Alright. You guys run on through towards the lands of Barovia back again to the
Oh no,
north.
someone's carrying Trill.
Of course, to Argynvostholt. No one is actually. The paladin gave you a lay on hands.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
Damn.
What the odds? Twice?
Twice on the same time, right?
Uh,
I have information for you guys, though, that you might like.
yes, we like information.
How do I get to my character sheet?
Double click
Fantasy.
you have to go to the, on the upper right where it shows the little people, the little tab there,
Okay,
and then you can double click your character.
gotcha. Thank you.
Hey!
Level up.
Oh,
Yay!
a silver greatsword and a level up. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
What a nice first session.
right?
Right.
Seriously.
Alright, guys.
Now we can't win without you. No
Well,
pressure.
Alright, folks. Before you give your long rest to take that level up, you go on north and traverse on by the roads, very bad in a badly shape. You're hurt and scorched by the fireball again for the second time since you met Strahd. As you move on a safe distance of maybe 4 or 5 miles in towards the woods, you take a moment there. As Esmeralda says, we can't beat Strahd on this circumstance. If he shows up like that again, I'm not sure we will be able. We need to find the Sun Sword quickly.
Agreed.
Ember Temple then.
Take a rest. We will meet from Richard and see what's best to do. We can't go south, not now. Strahd will be there again.
Very well.
Alright guys, take a rest, level up your stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I already know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah?
5th level in Ranger. Spell, I'm gonna add Pass Without a Trace.
Alrighty. Average. Spell, pass without a race.
What was the combo? Who was mentioning me about the Barbarian Combo for the fighter?
I think it was me and Jay, the ones who thought about it.
It's in which level that you get one level of Barbarian? It's after you get the extra attack, right?
Yeah. First time after you get the extra attack is good.
Okay, so it's in the next level.
Barbarian's so good. Talk about. I'm playing a beast barbarian in another game. Nutty, get like a ridiculous amount of move speed.
Mm-hmm.
You're going champion one more level, right, Duslar?
Beg your pardon?
You're going champion one more level then, right?
Yeah, I'm going fighter champion one more level, and then I will make one of Barbarian.
Alright. Trill? You
Ah,
leveled up
jeez.
already, right?
Yeah, I just realized I was using the wrong character sheet this whole time. It didn't really make a difference, but I'm gonna switch that over to the appropriate one.
Alrighty. Grumio leveled up himself.
All the green spells is what I have prepared.
Yeah, green spells are what you have prepared, so you should add one more among the ones you gain on level 2. The purple ones are the ones you always have prepared.
Okay, so hold person, misty step, I always have.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't get
From the
anything
second
new.
level, personally, I suggest you to keep 8 and burn his mind, and that's it. Unless you really want a horse or something to mount on.
Are we doing a lot of overland traveling?
Yeah, but you guys normally move on by foot or within the cart. You guys left the cart on the forest woods, if I remember right.
Well, I could summon a mastiff, huh? Can he
Yeah.
fight with us?
Yeah, he can.
Hell yeah, I got a pet dog.
Pet dog it is. Alrighty. What do you guys want to do? How you want to approach things? You gonna take Esmeralda's suggestion and go to Van Richen's tower, or are you going somewhere else?
First thing I'm gonna do is write a quick note, if I'm able to,
Mm-hmm.
essentially saying, found the horse, it wasn't alive. That's it. You can keep
Very
the
well.
sword. And I'll put the note in the saddle of the horse.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll tell the horse to head back home the way it knows. And I'll attempt to convince it to run back home.
Alright, you give it a little pat to the butt, and it runs on through the roads towards Velaki.
Horses are smart enough, they'll find their way home. I think we follow our advice, head to Van Richten's tower, then meet the Abbot in Kresik. From there I can write a letter to our friend in Velaki, informing him on his missing daughter, and we carry on from there, I suppose.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Very well. You guys going up on north and
During the travel, there's
Yeah.
a mention at some moment like Strahd is really afraid, guys. We are technically no one, but he's always coming like to get us. So he's afraid of us in some way.
Esmeralda gives you a look and say, if he had any concern that you could be trouble for him, he would kill you guys. Strahd don't take me or Van Richten seriously. I believe that's his only mistake, really. Van Richten has been hunting down many lords on the domains of the shadow for years now. He already killed one on another domain. Even so, Strahd believes he's the most powerful among all the lands. His ego will be his fall. Of that I can be sure. If he gives us time, we will be strong enough to face him. Together, as a team.
I see. Alright. Sounds good then. Let's get strong.
By the way,
Hmm?
could I get to swap a spell whenever I level up as well?
Yeah.
So could I swap exchange detect magic for locate object?
Sure, for sure.
Very smart, man. Very smart.
I think that'll be very helpful in the future now that we know what we're looking for.
For 2 and
So is Divine Smite not the same as Thunderous and Searing, because they're all like specific?
yeah, Divine Smite, it doesn't take an action to do, so you can go like Searing Smite with your bonus action and just burn a spell slot as well on the same turn to cast Divine Smite. So each time you hit on a creature, you decide if you want or not to add the smite before damage is rolled. You can see the
Okay.
result, and then you decide if you want to roll Divine Smite or not.
Ooh, the Thunderous Smite's nasty.
Locate object, right?
Yep.
It's there.
All right.
Good one. All right. Where are you guys going to move on to? North?
Yep. Van Richten's tower.
Through the road or through the forest?
Road, I think would be best.
All right.
unless-
Random
Do we
encounter,
see,
17 or higher.
All right. Grumio, you could go ahead and roll a d20 for that if you'd like.
Hey,
No pressure. Some pressure.
how do I roll?
Click on the chat box down there below and do /R spacebar 1d20.
Hey, I did it.
There you
Good
go.
one. No random encounter. Good one.
Yay. Good job.
Yay!
You move on
Yeah.
through and begin to traverse onto the region to Van Richten Tower by the second time. On the second day, random encounter roll again. Who was rolling this time?
I haven't rolled in a while.
Go for it.
My rolls have been low tonight. Let's see.
Ooh, almost. Alright. You come in close to Van Richten Tower. Let me get what you guys see. Actually, there's an image there. If I remember right, there we go. Here we are. You see a small car to the side of the tower, which seems to be around maybe 60 feet high. That's a reference. Here we go. The barren land along the way seems to be on the way to your travels. You stop the cart in there, and let me get you guys on the inside. Van Richten Tower. Mr. Used, Sarpoo. Huh. Odd. Where's my map? My map disappeared. Alright, that's odd. Van
That's never
Richten.
happened before.
Yeah. Alright. Let's improvise this part since supposedly there's no combat encounter.
Okay.
You guys traverse on through to the barren lands there and reach on to Van Richten's tower. The large tower there.
Can you hear the background at all?
If I can hear the background on you, no background noise.
Okay.
As you begin to traverse onto this tower, you see that Esmeralda goes on there to the side by the cart, and she says, I believe Richard will be on the insides. You guys said you needed gear, right? What you're looking for?
We're looking for... Well, the last few times we've been in a scrap, it's been with vampire spawn of some sort. Anything to help against them creatures be good.
Yeah, I thought out the small bird on how to handle them. The best way is to coat your weapons in holy water. Here's a feel. You see that she get out a few bottles, 6 bottles of holy water, and give to you guys. Coat out your weapons with them. It will last out the same as silver dust does. 1 minute.
An hour.
1 hour.
Alright.
1 hour. That's correct.
Thank you very much.
I believe your paladin there can make more.
Oh.
We'll take a few prayers here and there, but he can give you guys extra damage against the creatures of the night.
Super useful.
I'm familiar, as you know, in the ways of making potions. Do you have any herbs I could use to make our own potions?
Or poisons.
She gives a cackle there and laugh, saying, well, I'm not very familiar with potions, even if Hitcher himself is. I can ask him about a few recipes for poison, but about potions, you see that she seems to grasp out a bunch of herbs mixed out in sort of crate there, and say, if you mix those with some garlic and oily extracts of any sort, they will turn out as greater potions. It might take time though. I only do one every 24 hours.
Thank you very much.
Would you by any chance have armor, medium size, heavy armor? better than this chainmail that
Don't
I'm using?
work with heavy stuff, sorry, but you will find that stuff on Krasakto. They have a very good
Or
smith there. As you guys are talking through, you hear out what seems to be the sound of a saber-toothed tiger coming from the inside. The cat comes out wearing out its very beautiful mithril plate, half plate, and Van Richten itself comes to the outside. Ah, so you weary travelers found my girl. Esmeralda, I miss you. It's the first time you guys see Van Richten smile. They seem to be
Trill is
acquainted
hiding
to
behind
each
the
other.
door.
Oh my fucking god, why?
Cat! I looked at her hungry before.
You
She's not
guys
prey.
see, you guys see that the cat sort of gaze on through behind Dorslor to Trill and sort of lick out his lips.
Trill's just gonna try to make herself very small. She's invisible now.
Good one. Ah, very well. Um, you ranger, you good with what? Swords, flails, battle axes. What is your thing?
I tend to prefer lighter weapons, short swords.
Here, take those. You see that she throws out a heavy crate emblemed in wood with a holy symbol of Latender on its insides. Do you open it?
Yeah.
You see dual elven scimitars forged out of silver on the inside.
All right, I'll take one of those. I think I just need one. And I'm more of a distance sort of fighter. You have any silver arrows?
I do. Pack of 20 boats and 20 arrows.
I could use some of those. Longbow arrows, that is.
You see that she gives you out a quiver full of 20 arrows.
All right, excellent.
From behind Dorslor, Trill kind of like raises her hands when she mentions the bolts, and then she ducks behind him again.
Alrighty.
And the bolts for our little Trill.
Thanks.
She's quite handy with those.
Good with these shots.
That's our Trill.
well, you mentioned that you don't work with heavy armor, but by any chance you work with heavy weapons like great swords or things?
Nope.
Anything better than this great sword that I have?
Nope. Sadly, I don't. You see that she pulls out her rapier and her hand axe and say, I normally prefer to enlight myself.
I see, I see. Okay, thank you anyway.
Van Hitchen comes in close to you guys and put his little pat to the insides after noticing that Trill fears the saber-toothed tiger. Sorry for this. I didn't notice on before. Who is the new exotic fella with you guys? He says, looking onto Grumio.
Repeat that, sorry.
That was very low there. Hold up.
Yeah.
Give me. Hold on. Let me switch back to my computer.
Alrighty. While he does this, anyone else want to ask anything to see if there is anything on the card that could be useful for you guys?
Hello.
Hello.
All right. Does that
Yeah.
sound better?
Yeah, sounds
That's
much better.
Yeah, I swapped my phone because I wanted to get some ice cream.
Ah.
Terrible quality.
Does Trill see anything particularly useful on the cart?
As you go along to the side of the cart, you notice a morning star, a light crossbow, a very fancy one, a climber's kit, a disguise kit, a healer's kit, a poisoner's kit, which you already have, 3 sets of manacles, and perfume. A bottle of perfume.
Trill's just gonna kind of start pointing at things and say, "Can I have that? Can I have that? What about this?"
Oh my god. You see that she pats you in the head, like going on through your feathers and saying, "Not everything, don't be greedy."
Crossbow?
Yeah, sure, you can have the crossbow. You see that she handles it out to you. It's very finely crafted and has the symbol of the Morning Lord to the handle. It's a masterwork light crossbow.
She'll accept it and she'll go, "Thanks, God guy." And
Thanks, God guy.
she'll go and hide behind North's floor again. Thank you.
I want to climb in skit because my last experience climbing was very how can I say tireful.
Very tireful. 3 levels of
Literally
exhaustion, not for everyone.
Literally carrying Trill and throwing her through the mountains.
Alright, just remember everyone, take a long rest if you didn't. Just saw that Ursula didn't. Alright, very well. Von Richard closes on by and say, "I have a few things to do on to the town of Krizak myself. Do you guys by any chance are going there?"
Yes, actually, we're about to head up there ourselves.
Very good. I have I have the blacksmith there do something for me that will be of help to take down Strahd. Had you heard before of the legend of the legendary wizard Kazan?
Don't believe that I have.
He's the one that built this tower a long time ago. He was said to have a young blue dragon as his servant, and that he still remains in spirit to the tower. I want to find a way to trap the spirit of the Dragonborn to a ring so I can summon him in our fight against Strahd. I had the ring made by the crafters of the Abbey of St. Markovia, and I need a gem retrieved from the Ember Temple to the south.
Isn't in Krizak where Lord
Godfrey?
Yeah,
Godfrey,
Lord.
thank you. Mentioned that is the skull?
Yeah.
His skull.
Not the skull. The skull is in Castle Ravenloft, held by Strahd.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
We're gonna have to do some Mission Impossible stuff to get that.
Okay, so what is on Krizak?
A few things. He said the ally of Argynvostholt, a man known as the Abbot, would be there. And now you have another reason to go to Krizak itself. There seems to be blacksmiths capable of crafting armor there for you guys.
Yeah, I just don't know how much it will cost, but yeah. What do you
Yeah,
guys think?
it's a
Sounds good to me.
call. Did
I think
Grumio get to take any items?
Romeo doesn't need anything.
Okay. I was just making sure
Grumio's
everyone had their opportunity.
I got that fancy sword.
Yeah.
A little bit of drawback on it though. It makes me real mad.
Angry sword.
I low-key want a random encounter to roll just to, see what
I can't
happens.
stop fighting this thing till it's dead.
Alright, now you guys traverse on, let's check. With Esmeralda, Savid, Smark and Irena Kolyana, and Verichin. Alright, I sincerely, I don't think anything lower than 17 will be capable to at least menace you guys, but let's try.
We have an army.
Yeah, you guys have an army, a really fucking big army.
To
Alright.
Castle Ravenloft.
Not sure of that. You guys move on to the south to the Raven River crossroads again. Random encounter roll.
Here I go.
Ooh, by one. All right. Next one. You guys traverse on to the northern side of the bridge and approach onto Krezek. Random encounter roll.
I got it. 10.
10. I believe it's no more random encounters will happen with this group for some reason.
I'm sure there were wolves that thought about attacking our car and then just decided against it.
Well, maybe. For sure that could have happened. You know, 8
You're overwhelmed
wolves.
by how many of us.
8 wolves against like 9 people.
We encounter as gosh, I forgot the name of the enemy.
Which enemy?
Twice.
The
The Darkborn. Strahd, no.
Strahd?
Strahd, yeah. So we encountered him twice. Like, nothing else, and we survived. We are Harry Potter, you know. Everyone think, oh, we should not mess with that.
Yep.
Alrighty, let me get you guys down onto the road. True. And a fucking lot of NPCs.
All of the pieces.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus Mr. Rictavio here. To the town of Krezek. Here we are.
Yay!
Oh, go hit that board twice.
Who's that?
Who's that?
Ganger.
Alright. As you traverse on between the Old Savage Road up onto the north, you see a very large town surrounded by a stone wall of 30 feet high. And
Whoa.
as you approach down the gates, you see 2 scouts that shout out, "Stop! Who goes there?"
Trill shouts it back.
Watch it shouts back.
She mimicked exactly how he said it.
Oh my god.
Stop! Who goes there? And then she'll say hi.
Oh my god. Alright.
Bird brain.
Bird brain. And as you do this, the scouts show out a side of confusion without understanding what's happening. Rictavio goes on forward and say, "Good day to you, fellas. It's me, Rictavio. I'm here traveling with those fellow kids and good, graceful people towards your walls. I'm here to see the Baroness and the Baron. If you could be so grateful to open out the gate for this old blind fool." The scouts singing out the side of Rictavio and knowing he has dealings with the Baron and the Baroness, open up the gates for you guys. Alrighty.
As she passes the guy that she mimics,
Mm-hmm.
she'll be like, "Thanks," just like waves as she goes by.
Very good. Alrighty. So Ismark and Irena turns to you guys and say, I believe this is where we again rest on ways, friends. We will be sticking on to the town of Krezek for a while. Do you believe you need anything else from us? You guys remember that Ismark and Irena wanted to go to Krezek since things happened down in Vallaki?
Right. Always use whatever help we can get.
Let's talk this through by the inn. There is old inn called, what's the area name again? The Pool and the Shrine. There is a old tavern called the Pool and the Shrine here. It's close to the shrine of the White Sun. You can find us there. We will talk this through. All right. Important information to remember. Let me get the exact words here. All right. You guys remember that or fortune teller Madaneva said the evil bride is the one you seek. Apart from our friend Grumio that just joined today and did not get the readings. Do you guys remember that?
Vaguely. Who got that fortune?
That was you.
That was me.
Who would be an ally against Strahd? That was the question you asked.
Oh, right.
Does
Okay.
that call out
Evil what?
bride? Does that call out to you in any way?
Wait, can you repeat that?
The evil bride is the one you seek.
Old bride. I remember I wrote down the soul of Tatiana Strahd's love and that we've already met her, and he is after Irena, so
Yeah.
maybe something there. I don't know.
If that's what you guys believe, maybe telling her that is the way to get them to help you against Strahd instead of running.
I think maybe Strahd has a soft spot, a weakness for her. Maybe if we could harness that, we could bait him into a trap.
Maybe.
Or maybe she knows his weakness.
Maybe. Maybe she is his weakness.
Very
All right.
well. Ms. Vertavio says, well, friends, I have some dealings with the master of the Church of St. Markovia here. Do you have anything you desire that I can help you with?
Do you know the smith?
Yes, we're going to this bit.
All right, Dorsalor.
Yeah, I would like to have a better heavy armor than this one that I have, and then I mess with the chainmail and I say. And I don't know if there is anything better than my great sword here.
Well, I believe if that's what you seek, most likely the one that can help you will be the blacksmith for the Abbot.
Come again? The blacksmith for the Abbot?
Yes, that is correct.
I look to Dalibor. Isn't that like Abbot? Isn't that one of the words that Lord, whatever his name is, said?
Joffrey. Joffrey, not Joffrey, Godfrey. God.
Yeah.
I am confusing even. I'm making confusing even to the GM. That is cool.
Aye, Godfrey did say that Lord Argynvostholt was close to the abbot.
So, folks,
where are we heading next?
I think we are heading. I think he is going there, right? Isn't it?
Yeah, Esmeralda and our friend there will be going towards the Abbey of St. Markovia. What are you guys doing?
Well, we need to go that way too, don't we?
Yeah, I think
yeah,
we'll
wait.
go that way first, and then later on we'll rendezvous with the brother and sister in the inn and talk to them after.
That's what I was going to suggest.
Yep.
Okay.
Alrighty.
To the Abbey.
Let me get a few things running on through here and get you guys upwards onto the church over here.
Yeah.
Copy paste again, everyone. And shoot a torch. Toggle. And here we are. Shoot. As you guys begin on to traverse on the stairs up on north, you see that Savid, Esmeralda, and Rictavio takes on the road forward and take a pace up, leaving you guys a few meters behind. They seem to be in a hurry.
Guess we're continuing on.
Do they seem to be talking about something?
Not specifically. It doesn't seem like it. Grumbio, you with us?
Yes. All right.
Feel free to move on through.
Bit lag
It
in the
happens
brain
sometimes.
as well.
Okay.
Very well. One preacher approaches on through towards you guys and say, "May the tender light ever shine your way, and may the dawn come soon. What we can help you with today, Mr. Rictavio?" And then he says, very graceful of you to remember my name. I'm here to see the Abbot, if he is here by any chance. The Abbot is currently on a meeting, but if you will wait, we are certain he can provide you the help you need. He turns his looks on toward you guys and say, "We will be here for a while. Get yourself comfortable around the area."
All right, very well.
Jill flops on the ground.
In the meantime, should we have a word with the smith?
Yes, I believe we can talk on through with him. You guys see two very exotic creatures up onto the south, seem to go on through the graves there. There seems to be a half gargly, half man, half dog face person digging the graves there. Image to the master's reference just now.
Interesting.
As you
Shoal
begin to
kinda-
approach, the creature shyly goes backwards out of your way into the work he was doing, clearly afraid of you guys. The other
Trill
one
will-
goes backwards as well.
Trill will kind of like hold Kara out to see if that makes them more comfortable.
How you will do this approach? Describe it to me.
She's just kind of like holding the owl in her hands, like holding it out towards them, and she kind of like bounce her around a little, like she's a stuffed animal.
How is this stuffed animal? Alright. You see that, well, one of them moves on through towards your way, but keeps his distance and asks, "Friend?"
Friends,
You see
you're
that
not from around here.
You see that he put a smile on his face, a very shyly smile there, and his tail begins to go back and forth behind him, showing he's happy.
Happy Trill. Trill will like wave. And she'll say, "Nice to meet you, have to go."
You see that he will make a short bow and get back to his work.
Little wholesome encounters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Esmeralda, Savid, and Rictavio moves on through, giving out their praise as the priest passed and through preaching. The Lord of Light will come back, the sun will rise once again on Barovia, like they are broken disco of sorts. They keep repeating over and over as people pass through them.
Continuing onward?
Very well. There seems to be a double-sided door made of wood, divided by 2 watchtowers, that leads on the sides of the abbey.
It froze for me. Shoot. Hold on, let me refresh.
I had to refresh. I'm good now.
Okay. Was it just me?
Very well. You see that 2 guards on the top of the towers ask, Mr. Rictavio, who is the troop with you? And Rictavio says, just a few fellows accompany a blind man. You know.
Helpers.
Very well. Please, by all means, come in. The gates are lifted up, and the door is lifted up, and you guys can pass on through.
Cool.
As you approach again to the priest, he make out the symbol of the tender towards your way and say, the dawn will come, waiting hopes, for the sun will rise again on Barovia. They has been doing this for a while now.
After a few, I start to memorize it and I say it back.
Alright. You see that the priest smiles out to you. That's how he does.
Troll will mimic it back too. In his voice.
Very well. Good one. You see that he smiles back at you again and wait for the next one to pass so he can preach out. Very well. The smith you're seeking is up onto the north, folks. He goes on toward his way with Savid and our friend Esmeralda there leading him. As you begin to approach on to the northern part, he points out to a small room to your left. You guys see Zagrish Belleville, another monger folk there, and say, Mr. Belleville, it's good to see you again. Is my new ring ready? You see that the monger folk comes out of his room and shows out what seems to be a small bronze ring towards Rictavio that seems to be made exactly fit for one piece of jewelry. As soon as he sees you guys, especially the large dragonborn there, he cowers onto the back of the room and go behind his table.
I look at him and say, no, I mean no arm, sorry.
Van Hitchen look out the dorsal and say, you might want to stand back a little bit. They are afraid of big people.
So I guess Troll will go.
That's a way to say it, for sure.
Are these guys humanoids or more animal? Like, could we use animal handling on them?
They are part beast, part creature. So yeah, they are humanoid, but like they are sort of humanoid chimeras in a way.
Can we do like a animal handling check to like make them not afraid of us?
It would not be an animal handling check. Would it be a persuasion or
Or
something
persuasion.
like it? Yeah. You can also just roleplay your actions. Helps out as much as dice. Intentions count.
Troll broke the ice earlier.
Yeah. As you approach on towards the intro, he sort of peeks out to the side, trying to, since you are about his size, he looks onto the owl, and Rictavio says, well, as you are good with your shots, this one is very good with a hammer on his hand. He made quite a few armors in the past for many warriors of this village.
Okay, Trill will kind of like grab Dorsalor's gigantic dragon hands and like pull him behind her and say, and like gesture to his armor and say, "Need help with this."
You see that he sort of looks out in curiosity to what you mean, showing a bit of confusion in between his reptile-like face.
And she'll like kind of start grabbing pieces of his armor and kind of like shaking them a little bit and say, "This sucks."
You see that he make a short nod and say, the abbot, our father, will be asking you for the cost. I can make it. Take time. A week or two, maybe more.
Okay. Thank you. Have to talk to Guy.
Very well, fellas.
Dorsal
Rictavio.
looks.
Yeah?
Oh, Dorsal looks at you and say, "Thank you." Go ahead.
You see that Mr. Rictavio get on by Esmeralda Rand again, and she guides him through towards the door to, pretend that he's actually blind. So, just so you know, Romeo, Rictavio is kind of the disguise for Richard Van Hood of the legendary vampire hunter of this helm. He sort of fakes out that he's blind to people. So they think he is just another old man weakling.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Sneaky.
Sneaky. Alright. As you guys begin to move on south, one of the guards stops you and say, "The Abbot is holding out a meeting. Please wait." And Mr. Octavio says, Certainly. We will wait the best we can. Just please let him know an old man can sustain on his legs long." Very well. How long you guys intend to wait?
Jill doesn't care. She'll just sit on the floor and hang out. Mix some poisons or something if there's time.
You're gonna make poisons inside the church.
How about we make some holy water instead?
Oh,
I got an idea.
okay.
Go for it. What do you want to do?
Hey, Trill. Mind helping me make some potions? Wink.
Yes.
Oh my god. Alright, got it.
I'm gonna find an area where there's not too much visible range. So it looks like we're just making potions. I'm gonna set up my potion kit, and I'll give Trill a little space behind it to work, and she'll look like she's my assistant, but she's working on her poisons.
Alright. Do a performance check for that for me.
Okay. Oh my god. Oh, how bad is this gonna be? Wait, is it advantage because it's both of us?
Yeah, sure. Roll with advantage. Roll again, the other one. It was a good intended trick there. Well, the
I'll
10
take 10.
the 10 is what you had. Alright. You're going forward there, doing your stuff. The guards on the tower are very suspicious looking towards Trill. Like, is potion supposed to be green? They like look at each other and ask. But they don't do anything. Alright.
To be fair, she probably looks like a child to them, so they might think she's just playing with stuff.
I'm gonna pat Trill on the head and nod at her, and it's kind of like the way a parent would at a child who's doing something completely wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm encouraging it anyway.
Oh my god.
But I'm actually gonna try to begin the process of making a potion.
I don't remember. Did you get any spider venom from the spiders?
Yes.
How many?
I think it was 2. I'm pretty sure it was 2. I don't know how to actually add stuff to my inventory.
You have one basic vial of poison, if I remember, that you didn't use.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure why not, the poison, the spider poison.
I know I rolled for it, like, we waited for me to do it like 4 times, and I
Yeah.
got 2 of them, but they never made it to my inventory. And actually, my new crossbow isn't on there either. I don't know how to add stuff. Or is that something you have to do?
Yeah, normally I do, but
Okay.
all right. I just added, or supposedly added, your new crossbow there.
Thank you.
I remember that I grabbed on one of the fangs of the spider.
Refreshing. I had a exhibition error here. Alrighty, looks good.
I see
So
my old crossbow. Maybe I need to refresh.
there we go.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Thank you.
Alrighty. So Trio's supposed to have 40 silver boats now. Deadly boar, 20 silver arrows. And we are good. Who is sticking with the holy water? Just so I know.
Gremio.
Romeo.
Yeah.
Alright. You doing more holy water or not? Takes basically 1 spell slot to do a bottle of holy water.
I'll make a bottle.
Right, so that will be 7 then. Let me get a holy water flask. 7. Here we go. Alrighty, let me get if I remember right, there was.
I give everybody 1 holy water.
Thank you, sir.
I will distribute it as soon as I can. Just hold up.
Yeah. We're all
Thanks,
catching
cousin.
up on the admin stuff now. Because I forgot the invisibility potion too.
We'll add it to your inventory as well.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks.
While we are doing this, I asked my cousin if he could put this sword in the floor. I want to try to lift it again.
Here, it's all you.
I've been
Stab it.
exercising during those last days and traveling, like
It's been
holding my
limbering
2
up.
great swords and things, and trying to lift and like exercise. Maybe now I can.
Oh gosh.
If you can lift it, it's yours.
Very well,
No,
athletics 18. Go for it.
Stab it into the floor, and then I take a step aside.
Here we go. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Exercises.
You lift out the sword. Good
Did I
one.
felt
Well
the same thing that he felt?
Yeah, you feel out a wave of red passing down through you.
I give a sly smile,
Yeah, cousin, I knew it wasn't me.
and I pat my old morning star, not my flail. Say I'm more suited to this anyway.
As you guys begin to approach on, you see a very. As the door opens, the guard says, "Welcome. The Abbot will receive you now." As you begin to move on forwards towards the new hallway, you see a very finely dressed man with a long golden hair and beard, auburn eyes, and a very warming smile. You see that this room is filled out with symbols to Latender, the god of the sun, the morning lord. You also see a very odd woman, which seems to be like she was burnt onto her skin, wearing out a wig and a very thorny dress to his side. You see that the man smiles on towards you and say, "Welcome, welcome, my friends. I had been waiting your visit. You will be the light of this new land." And as we reach out to the scene, now we end our session.
Right.
Thank you everyone for
Hey.
watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. We are now saying our farewells, and thank you for seeing your session.